The students were forced to walk long distances in search of water, thereby wasting precious study time. For the principal, the future is bright.
As much as we wish to assist the students, and as much as the students and their parents are willing to access education, the space will not allow us in terms of dormitories. We cannot take them as boarders, and there are no any other secondary schools. Right now they are talking of opening a new school called Kullan Secondary School, which is likely to take off next year. I am not sure. But unless secondary education or secondary schools are expanded, like this town needs one more boys' school and it needs one girls' school, so that we can appropriately absorb the KCPE or Class 8 graduates. Otherwise, if this situation continues, I'm afraid very potential and brainy students will be left out.
The school is now gearing for an increase in the student population thanks to the free primary education offered by the Kenyan government. It is in need of more accommodation facilities and other school needs to absorb the children of the host communities living near the refugee camps in Dadaab. Tucked between tall leafy trees and a vibrant trading center is the Ali Jungur boarding primary school. From a distance, one would not notice the solar panels placed atop a modern-looking building that dominates the entire school compound. This is the Ali Jungur multipurpose hall and solar lighting project that was put up by the Joint Host Community Project. It also serves the surrounding communities who can hire the hall for special occasions like seminars and meetings, thus raising the much-needed cash to keep the school running. As the students perform a Somali traditional dance, they are well aware of the benefits that have come their way, not only with the hall, but also the solar lighting, which has made studies possible at night. Lopiding Girls High School is one of the milestones of the project. The school, which caters for girls from the Turkana community, is a true testimony of the positive impact from the Joint Host Initiative. The school was born out of the need to provide quality education for the girl child and offer accommodation facilities for the students while their parents traverse the vast Turkana county in search of pasture for their animals. By offering boarding facilities, the girls are able to learn on a conducive environment. The support to this school included putting up the entire structure, desks, chairs, and other learning facilities.
Started early this year, and we've had 24 girls that have been enrolled. It's providing opportunity for education and access to for girls' education in that particular location, and it's one of its kind.
Wale wa jamii wetu kutoka pande ya Sudani Sabai na Toposa wanaleta watoto kwa hizi mashule hapa, primary hapa na secondary hapa. So hawa katika pande ya elimu watoto kuenda kwa mashule zingine ya msingi ama ya secondary inaendelea vizuri. Isipokuwa tu ni raiders peke yake ndio wako na shida kule saidi huko ndani.
As a result of the school's phenomenal success, neighboring communities, especially from the Toposa in southern Sudan, have sent delegations to the school administration to admit their girls at the school, a sign that this institution may become part of the peace-building initiatives by bringing the Turkana of Kenya and the Toposa together. Communities that have been known more for their violence against each other than peace. The saying that one need not give man fish but teach him how to fish could not be more real as witnessed through the Dadaab Division United Women Umbrella Organizations. These are several women groups put together under the Joint Host Community Project with the sole aim of creating income-generating activities. Today, the women groups, 45 in total, have made tremendous achievements in enterprise. They run a variety of businesses ranging from butcheries, cloth and apparel shops, beverage shops, livestock trade, and fresh produce. Amina Sheikh Abdi, a mother of 6, is a leader of one of the groups. Today she is the butcher, supervising the sale of chunks of camel and goat meat. A typical day for her.
Naona sisi tunaleta faida, sasa wameacha mambo ya kuzuia nyumbani, kila mama anajishughulikia shughuli zake. Hakuna mtu atazuia.
She is proud that her husband and family are supportive and appreciate what she is doing to put food on the table. She says the women are able to sell an average of 5 goats a day and a camel once in 3 days, making a tidy profit. A stone's throw away from Amina's group butchery is another income-generating activity by a group dealing with beverages, edible foods, and fresh produce. Asha Shuria Abdi is happy so far that the capital they receive from the Joint Host Community Project has transformed her family, especially her 6 children.
Barua, application, kama mtoto yangu hana fees, naletea kikundi. Wanakaa ndani ya kikundi. Leo fulani Aisha Shuria Abdi ameleta hii barua, tusaidie namna gani? Kikundi ndio wanakaa. Wanaanza kutoa hiyo mtoto yangu fees yake.
The women groups are dreaming big. They have indicated that they would like to set up wholesale shops and soft drink distribution points across northeastern province and not only serve the local communities. For them, the sky is the limit as they continue to execute what they know best, business to support their families. This is Arugule Farmers Demonstration Center. Located in Turkana West District, Arugule is an oasis. Here, high-value crops including sukuma wiki or kales, tomatoes, spinach, sweet potatoes, cassava and bananas are grown. A complete contrast to the barren and rocky terrain that surrounds it. The people of Arugule live barely 10 kilometers from the Kakuma refugee camp, thus making them the obvious beneficiaries of the joint host community project. At the moment, 48 farm families have benefited from this initiative. Previously, these people were pastoralists, but they lost their herds to drought and the constant cattle rustling activities from the neighboring countries. 35-year-old Yorot, a father of 5, narrates how he lost his animals and resorted to farming.
Ilikuwa ni machungaji ya ng'ombe, lakini ni adui tu linganyang'anya ng'ombe, likawacha hiyo mambo ya ng'ombe, zilikuja tu kusubiri hapa, nilifuata hiyo mashamba, nikaona hata hiyo ni chakula tu.
He is now comfortable because he can fend for his family from the farm proceeds. According to the area agricultural officer, Mr. Lusweti Alvas, this has not been easy.
I tried to convince them that through this particular project, we can be able to get an income from certain enterprises which can give us some income that even the livestock would be able to give us. And now this is basically a demonstration site where we are trying to demonstrate on crop husbandry practices. Now, I took them all through from establishment to harvesting. And they are convinced that surely from these particular crops, from kales, from tomatoes, they can be able to get much more even money than what they have been getting from livestock.
But the efforts have borne fruit, and most of the farmers now have a ready market within the refugee camps.
They are selling all this produce in the refugee camp.
He, however, says that it would be important to increase the water availability by drilling a borehole as opposed to the shallow well, as well as provide funds to expand the land under cultivation to make the project even more profitable to the local community. He says this will discourage the nomadic culture of the local community and provide food sustainability. Part of the joint host community project includes reducing armed conflict in the Karamoja cluster and the Western Kenya border cluster to pave way for peaceful coexistence between communities. Towards this endeavor, the project has constructed police houses in Lokichogio for security personnel posted there. According to the local police, the new units currently house 10 officers, part of a 50-strong platoon of police officers charged with maintaining law and order. Michael Ndonga is the Deputy Officer Commanding Division, Lokichogio.
If there is need for any emergency, we get personnel easily within our compounds. So we are really appreciating.
Working with the police are also several non-state actors who are ensuring the peace-building process is on track without losing sight of the complex socio-economic factors that lead to conflict, as Alex Losikira explains.
We make contacts every morning and every evening so that we are able to be well posted with the information with regards to the threats to peace and security, and so that by so doing we can get together with or come together with the agents of provincial administration and see who is best suited to act and at what time.
There are, however, challenges that need to be addressed towards reducing armed conflicts and maintaining cordial relations between communities that border the Turkana of Kenya, the Toposa from Sudan, and the Karamoja from Uganda. Already, the communities have started realizing the benefits of the projects on the ground, although more needs to be done, as explained by Mr. Aeneas Chuma, Resident Representative, United Nations Development Programme.
That's a very dangerous development, and the government has a program